Before we get this video underway, there is a ton of construction going outside my apartment. So if you hear a lot of clangs, a lot of big metal pipes hitting each other, a lot of big noises, then I apologize for that. I can't control that. But let's talk a little bit about Be a Pro. Because when you're playing Be a Pro mode in NHL 20 or 19 or 18 or whatever, you score a whole lot of points. You go out there, you are undoubtedly the most productive player on your team. You're probably leading your team in points, and it's crazy because you could be at like 100 points in 20 games played, and all of a sudden they'll send you down to the AHL because you had a game where you had only one assist. So it's crazy how Be a Pro can work, but I think anybody who watches these videos, you probably have a Be a Pro somewhere in your memory log on your console, right? And you probably do have that level of dominance. So let's talk about this story with the veins of Be a Pro circulating throughout, because this NHL player has just gone full Be a Pro mode on his beer league, and it's not even close. Let's talk about the Performax Hockey League. This is the PxHL, as according to their logo, and they have themselves a whole bunch of teams all over northeastern America. And in fact, just taking a look at some of these websites on here, it says that they use facilities as the Buffalo State College Arena, they use Maple Leaf Gardens, they use the North Buffalo Rink, so they're usually in the state of New York, mostly in the Buffalo area, and they also appear to once in a while cross over into Canada. But they have a ton of teams, they have a ton of divisions. Taking a look at their league itself, if we go to the division standings, they have themselves what looks to be 10 different divisions, all with about 5 to 6-ish teams each. So there are so many teams in this league, and it's just kind of crazy how one player has totally taken over control. It's Jason Pominville, playing for the team P22 North. It's a team that plays in the Beta North Division, and they have themselves a roster of a few interesting guys. Their second highest point producer on the team is a player by the name of Jeff Welch. He has 13 goals and 11 assists in 16 games played for 24 points. This is their second highest point producing player. Their number one guy is Jason Pominville, who in 19 games played has 105 points in 57 goals. Goodness gracious. If you wanted to talk about Be a Pro, where one player, you, take control of an entire team and you win your games 10-5 off of the back of your double hat trick, that's exactly what Jason Pominville has pretty much been doing this entire season. It's nuts what he's been doing, and obviously because he's an NHL caliber athlete playing in Beer League, it's kind of funny how he's out here at 105 points in 19 games. It's almost like NHL players are very, very talented, even though they may only be tweeners, maybe AHL caliber, maybe sent down once in a while. It appears that they're talented. So let's go over Jason Pominville's game log and take a look at what he's been doing so far. 2 days ago, against the Fighting Hellfish, he scored 8 points in an 11-4 win. Then, a few days before that, he scored 7 points against the Poole Brit Danes. It's actually kind of funny, because if you take a look at Pominville's game log, he has 3 games over here out of the 19 he has played where he went pointless. The most recent one of these games was on February 25th, a 6-6 tie against the Envision Real Estate. First off, that's a crazy cool name for a hockey team. Real Estate. It's just funny. But how the heck is Pominville able to go pointless in any of these games? The guy goes from scoring 10 points in a game to scoring 0, and he's a guy who averages like, what? Okay, let's do the math. 105 divided by 19. He averages 5.5 points a game. The guy's only got 1 penalty too. 2 penalty minutes on the year, and it looks like he's just a complete boss out there. If you take a look at the Performax Hockey League in general, take a look at all the divisions, all the teams, Pominville has a 54-point lead on second place in the entire league. Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. Pominville has more goals than any other player in this league has points. And out of 1,500 players in this league, Pominville is number 1, and it's not even close. Not close at all. So, if you are wondering what Jason Pominville has been up to recently, look no further because he's been dominating beer league games in Buffalo. I just can't believe it. He went full sicko mode. The guy didn't want to go to Europe, or he didn't want to go to the AHL, sign a contract somewhere. He didn't want to tour the world, maybe go to the Asia Hockey League and play in Japan or whatever. He went to Buffalo Beer League Hockey and totally controlled that. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little fun update video in the midst of all this tragedy that surrounds us. Social.Trost99, and bye.